Welcome, Pisces. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. This reading is for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising. It is a love reading or romantic relationships. And it is for August 2024. We'll take a look at current situation and the influences around that. We're going to use the Runic Tarot today. Keep in mind it is collective, so it may or may not resonate. But always take a look at your other placements, because you just never know what the other ones will tell you. They always have good information regardless. I was teasing. Okay, so trying to be, let's see what's going on, Pisces. Okay, what do our Pisces need to know? Current situation is King of Pentacles, past influence, Tower, present influence, King of Wands, what we don't see, or sorry, negative, it's negative, positive, what we don't see, Ace of Wands, what to look for. There's a lot of wands, Nine of Wands, a lot of fire. This is a little dark, but unexpected. Knight of Pentacles, challenge, Page of Swords, future influence, Five of Pentacles, and outcome, Two of Cups, Six of Cups, Two of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. You've got a lot of pentacles here going on, Pisces. So I feel like this is definitely an energy, excuse me, get organized here. Definitely an energy of, it's almost like where to go next. I feel like there is some kind of goal reached here. So in this deck, the Ten of Pentacles is about you get to a point where you have everything you need to go into battle. And so that is like the level up. What's next? And that's why I'm getting that feeling. It's like there's a situation where you feel like you may have reached a pivotal moment and you want to continue to move forward, but I feel like there's a little bit of a confusion about what's next. And with that, it's the King of Pentacles in the current situation. I feel like this is definitely somebody. Again, gender isn't specific here, but I will say that the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands is the same person. And I think the reason why you don't know what's next, there feels to be, or this could be a different person. There feels to me, though, that in the present, there's this real passionate feeling going on. But the person is normally very grounded and maybe not so passionate, but that's changing. And that comes from the Tower. So the Tower is in the past influence. Something has changed here that has taken that person in your life, King of Pentacles, who's very grounded, stable, kind of like almost like you could just count on it. It's kind of changing because there's a change to more fiery passion. It's a different energy. Now, this could be somebody else or it could be a change in the person. So for all of us, it's going to be a little bit different. But I do feel like this change is leading to some real questions. And I feel like that's why when I say the Ten of Pentacles, it's like where to go next, what to do next, because it's a little confusing here. The negative is the Three of Pentacles. And I feel like the reason why it's showing up in the negative is there's something here that's making you wonder if the two of you can really level up and enhance each other to create something wonderful. It's not that you can't. I feel like this is a wonder. I'm wondering if this situation can bring me everything I need and make me a better person where I make them a better person. And, we level up in the relationship where you can keep growing. There's something very interesting changing here. There's a big dynamic of change. The Knight of Wands, though, is in the positive. So I do feel like this passionate energy is a good thing because it's showing up in the positive. This shows up right underneath the King of Wands, coming in fast, coming in hot. So there's this all of a sudden this really fiery energy around you. Super passionate, super energetic. It's actually really good. The Ace of Wands is what you don't see. So there is more passion here. So I do feel like this is a new beginning and you don't realize it yet because it's confusing. And so you're not going to see this as a new beginning until you can figure more out. I feel like you're a little bit stuck on it because, wow, is this a good thing? I felt like we were in a really good place with this King of Pentacles, stable, and all of a sudden there's this change. Again, it could be a different person as well. But I feel like there is definitely something new happening here and you don't quite see it yet. But it is all about the fire, all about the energy, all about the passion. What to look for is the Nine of Wands. You know, even if something feels hard, it's saying don't give up. Things are hard right at the end. They're hardest at the end because when you spend that much energy, and wands have a lot of energy, reaching a goal, there is going to be a point where you get tired and you think, can I really do this? And you need to look for that point in time and fight that urge to not continue. I feel like there's something very important about this passion that's coming in. That I think it makes you feel more alive, but it's still confusing. The Knight of Pentacles is in the unexpected. And these two definitely could be two different people. We got the Knight of Wands, we got Knight of Pentacles, we got King of Pentacles, King of Wands. We've got all of it. But I feel like this is the unexpected energy of things. The patience that you've had to have is going to finally pay off. There's something here though that there's an energy coming in and it goes, so I feel like this change unexpectedly kind of goes back to the more grounded feeling that you have kind of wanted. But there is passion here that kind of is confusing right now. Again, it could be someone else and you're trying to make up your mind on, do I take the passion or do I take the stability? I do feel like unexpectedly, if it's a change in the person or two different people, no matter what, it's leaning back towards the stability because that's why it's unexpected. You have all of this energy right now and passion and excitement, and then it kind of settles back down into a slower pace and you're like, okay, I'm cool with this. It's good. And your challenge though is the Page of Swords, which I feel like there's something here to be said about, like, she's standing very tall. She's got her big sword. It's like she's like, it almost feels like she's guarding what's behind her, even though there's really nothing behind her, but it's feeling like she's guarding. And I feel like that the challenge is staying on guard. Like, don't lose what you've originally wanted and have worked for. Because also the Page of Swords in this deck specifically, it talks about, see how big that sword is? It's as tall as her. And it talks about, no, the Page of Swords is the type of person that doesn't start with the smallest sword, work her way up to learn how to use the biggest sword. Nope, this is the sword I want to start with because this is the one I want to use ultimately. So I'm not going to wean my way up to the big one. I'm just going to take it and learn with that. And it's kind of like that energy too, which is a challenge because you really want this and you really want to work for it and you're standing up for that. But the reason why it's a challenge is I think you got to like let back a little bit. Not that you shouldn't get what you want out of something, absolutely, but it's allow things to happen. Because the Five of Pentacles is in your future influence. And that says that there could be a point where you feel like you may lose everything. And you'll feel that way. I'm not saying you will because you don't. The outcome is the Two of Cups. There's a definite energy coming in. But the influence will feel like if you make a move, you could lose everything. So it's really just being careful about what move you make. But again, when it comes to relationships, to me, it's like if you're over careful, is the relationship worth it? So you also have that to look for, as well, because you shouldn't have to be careful if the relationship is meant to be. If you are a true match, you being you should be plenty fine, right? And I look at that a lot when I see that. And so where does this lead after that? I got the Six of Cups and then the Two of Pentacles. So I do feel like it comes back around to being stable, secure. Six of Cups past. It's definitely, but I feel like for some reason it feels stronger to me. And what that does, I feel like, is it allows you to balance your life out a little bit more with this situation. You're able to, because right now I feel like there's just an energy of, oh my God, what to do next? Because this is so exciting, but oh my gosh, so then the Two of Pentacles is a reminder that things will even and things will be back to almost a little bit of both again. Not dealt with a bunch of fire and passion and then going back to stable, and which stability can seem kind of boring, but it's all in what you make it, right? It doesn't have to be. It just means that the person is stable, works hard, takes care of their home, their family, their job, their money, but and they're not, I just feel like that's kind of the energy. The advice here, and the Ace of Cups is the other card at the bottom of the deck. So there is definitely something nice with the Two of Cups in the outcome. I feel like to me, that Two of Cups though too feels like the outcome is coming back together with this person. And then it feels like that's when you are able to level up. And the Six of Cups makes you feel more like, okay, this is what I wanted and to begin with. Because I feel like this is very confusing. This energy is very confusing to me. Like you're very confused about where to go next. Ten of Pentacles. Advice, please, for Pisces. The Death card. This is not about dying, but it is about evolving. And it's allowing yourself, remember to allow yourself to grow. And sometimes that does, have to remove a part of you, right? Like the caterpillar to butterfly. But at the same time, it doesn't necessarily mean that either. It means that, yes, you need to change and develop and grow, but in positive ways. And the advice isn't saying you need to do this. Allow it to happen at the right time when it's supposed to happen. So as you're dealing with this situation, keep in mind of where this is taking you as far as growth and change and transformation. Because I feel like it does. I feel like what actually the passion energy that comes in, it kind of changes the relationship. And I think it changes it for the good, because changing it to being almost not boring, but like where you're thinking, where does it go next? Well, this gives it that extra oomph to go, this is where it goes next. Because we need that in relationships. We need things to be stirred up, and not stirred up in a bad way, but stirred up in a good way, where we don't start taking each other for granted, and that can happen. And I feel like this King of Wands energy with this Knight of Wands energy really kind of changes the dynamic again, and then you'll feel a lot more you'll feel a lot more like it's going to really prosper. And part of it, that unexpected energy of that the Knight of Pentacles coming in kind of slowly and letting you know that this is the way to go. And I think that's the energy that will really change like how you feel about things. But there you have it, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know. Give me a comment. Take care. Have a beautiful day.